Brick world, a planet not too different from yours or mine, buzzing with life, hope, and two nations on the brink of extinction. What began as a peaceful trading alliance for more than 2 centuries has eroded into a bitter rivalry and a war for survival. The Slubanians, the wealthier, more advanced nation, undergoes a surge in modern civilian and military technology. With this came a boom in their population and necessity to expand their borders. They did this first by annexing their smaller neighbors, and for a time this worked. But the Crudens saw the writing on the wall, and they knew that their alliance with the Slubanians was merely an economical one, and it was just a matter of time before the Slubanian army poured over their border. To prevent this from ever occurring, the Crudens brought together their smartest minds and tapped into their Astatine-rich mountains to put into development a weapon never before wielded by a brick nation, nor could the Slubanians replicate it. When the Slubanian government gets wind of this, they panic and immediately begin diplomatic talks with their neighbor, assuring them there are no threats to their sovereignty. But to no avail, the Crudens doubled down and opened more labs ramping up their development. It seemed like nothing the Slubanians did worked, until they elected a new leader, Zelekous. He promised to his people to subdue their emboldened neighbor and restore security to their nation. With talk no longer acceptable and duty-bound to protect his countrymen, he sends his most elite troops to face the growing Cruden threat. The Crudens are ill-prepared for such an invasion and are almost completely overrun by the Slubanian superior tactics and firepower. The Slavs take city after city, and the Crudens have no match for their invaders. So it seems.
General. Commander. What is the ETA on Armor Group 6? The Python platoon has approximately 20 minutes before they reach their assigned target, Commander. Good. That means they're right on time. Chief. Commander. Have your agents given you any updates on the progress of Crudens' secret weapon? They have made some considerable progress, but nothing that can threaten us at the moment, Commander. And when exactly do you expect they will be able to? I don't have a definitive answer. It could be 3, maybe 4 weeks. They're building far rapidly than they were before in the previous months. Not to worry though, Commander. I have 6 agents in Crudens' capital city as we speak, ready to sabotage their building efforts on your command. Will it be done without damage to the infrastructure? Yes. It will be achieved through contamination of key components and by hacking major coding systems in the device. But with all due respect, Commander, I'm not the one you should have that concern of. The General is going to generate more infrastructure damage with just his artillery, far more than anything I could think of in a boardroom meeting. That is not the only means we have for suppressing a city. What other ways through the air besides helicopters do you have? We advance faster than we can build, and we have no airfields constructed for our fighters just to provide precision bombing. The helicopter squadron will suffice. Besides, the men we have on the ground are more than capable. I've seen them conquer cities with their bare hands.
The general's right. Everything needed for a successful push into the capital is already on the ground. We know for certain that the weapon production is in the middle of the city, which means we focus an artillery barrage on the front end. This will cause our defenders to withdraw into the interior and allow our troops using their momentum to gain some ground until reinforcements arrive.
Yeah, but there's only 2 entrances in which our men can enter Crudens' capital by land. The bridge and the open field, which we can be for certain is a kill zone. Our men will be cut to pieces before they even reach the city. I advise you wait a week to attack to allow the bulk of the army to catch up and reinforce the Python platoon. This way, we can absorb more losses and do one big push into the city. You can't attack a city without first wearing down the enemy. Also, the airfield won't be completed for another 2.5 weeks. If we go that route, our men will be sitting ducks. We must attack now. I agree. The attack must not be delayed. The capital is the last city Cruden has left, and we can be sure they'll fight for it tooth and nail. But we have them on the back foot, and we must throw the knockout blow before they can hit us back. I am aware of those circumstances, Commander, but I advise you not be so steadfast in the attack. We don't know fully the situation we are sending our men into. You heard what the chief said. They're accelerating their building efforts. We may not even have a week to strike. We'll go with the first plan. There'll be a heavy bombardment on the frontier. Then, our men will advance under that cover to plug in any gaps that present itself and gain us a foothold into the city. General. Commander. Relay my orders to the head Python. Consider it done, Commander. Are there any objections? Good. We're one step closer to wiping that crud off the map once and for all.
One apple cherry pie, please.
Okay. That'll be $5.99. Thank you. Come again. Oh! Hold still.
Alert, alert. Attention, Cruden citizens. Our city is now under siege. Take cover and wait for further instructions.
Sergeant. Affirmative. Finish arming your men and get them on the front lines. Roger that. In need of a 155 airstrike stat. Coordinates are Muppet CC. Give me a sniper on the northwest point of a tower. I want eyes on the enemy at all times. It's time. Come with me to the Eagle's Nest. We'll be able to better command the battle from there.
The Crudens are aware of your arrival. Proceed with caution.
Copy that. C4 on the bridge. Over.
This is Alpha Python to left Python head 6. The bridge has teeth and we're going to make them bite. Advance towards it and don't pass the middle beam.
Roger that.
This is Alpha Python to right Python head 6. Move towards the open field at mid-speed. Want them to think we're advancing on both sides.
Copy that.
This is Alpha Python to Field Artillery 6. Ready your projectiles. On my command, we will give the Crudens a warm Slubanian welcome.
They're advancing on both sides. Give me hands on the detonator.
But there are still civilians on that bridge, General.
If we let those two tanks meet, there won't be a city nor any civilians to inhabit it. That access point needs separated ASAP, so that the only other alternative is to the zone of fire. That gives us our best chances at stopping the momentum. Now, Lieutenant, that is an order.
Affirmative. This is LQ to AP. Get me hands on the detonator. Over.
Roger that. On my signal, cut the bridge. This is LQ to AP. Warm the bridge. Over. Roger that.
Bullseye. This is Alpha Python to ground command. Move in.
We have them right where we want them. Let's get back to ground level.
Sir, all the men are armed and are in position.
Good. Now get me a machine gun on the west and one on the east. Roger that.
Stay alert and be ready to fire on my command. Sir, yes, sir.
Fire!
Python to right Python head 6. Neutralize that machine gun.
Copy that. Open fire on the east.
This is is Alpha Python to left Python Head 6. There's another machine gun nest on the east, and he's hitting our men hard. I'm on it now.
Roger that. Man your vehicles. Hold your fire. Hold your fire. Where's that air support? My men are being torn to shreds down here. Overhead. Targets are locked.
Formation severed! Snakehead down! Retreat! Retreat!
Fall back. Fall back. What do we do now, Jimmy? That was just their first wave. And you can bet they'll strike with even more force the next time. Our only hope now is to hold on till the final weapon is completed.
This is Alpha Python to head Slubanian Command. The advance has been thwarted and we were unable to breach the city's defenses. I'm going to need more men and materials if this mission is to be successful.
Chief. General. Initiate Phase 2.